Hey, welcome in. Today we're going to be talking about Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia is in modern day Iraq. The name Mesopotamia means land between two rivers. So the two rivers that allow people to settle in this area are the Tigris and the Euphrates. Now, whenever we're talking about ancient civilizations, one of the main things that they're going to need is a source of fresh water. So this region, having the Tigris and Euphrates, is going to be one of those early world civilizations that people go to settle in. So the Tigris and Euphrates are going to be very important for people to survive in what would be an otherwise harsh climate there in the Middle East region. Now, the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, they both empty into the Persian Gulf here. So that's a little bit of the geography of the freshwater sources that are in this region. The Tigris, which is here to the right, kind of on top of the Euphrates here, but both of those do empty here into the Persian Gulf. So you've got fresh water for people to both drink and use for crops. Now, you do have some mountain ranges in this area. You've got the Zagros Mountains here, which you've got some smaller rivers, creeks that run here into the Tigris from the Zagros. And then over in this region, you've got the Caucasus, which allow some water to run down in as well. Now, you do have several seas that are in this area. You've got the Black Sea, which you can barely see here in this window. You've got the Caspian Sea over here. And then you have the Mediterranean Sea, which if you look at a lot of ancient civilizations, they are all around this Mediterranean Sea, such as Mesopotamia. You've got Egypt, which will be down here. You've got ancient Israel, which is in this region. And then you have Greece and Rome, which are further to the west. Now, out of early civilizations, China and India are further to the east, so they're not going to really have a lot of importance there with the Mediterranean Sea. But a lot of your ancient civilizations are there in that Mediterranean region. Now, what happens is you have a lot of snow and spring rains here in the mountain regions around. And as this snow and spring rain combine, the snow melting, the rains coming, they're going to rush down into these rivers, causing them to flood. A lot of your ancient civilizations had these rivers that would flood, and that flooding would be of some importance because it would leave behind some silt, allow this area to really have some fertile soil. So those rivers would deposit that fertile soil there along the banks, really make the soil along the rivers wet, allowing planting and farming to happen there. And this would create a fertile area that would be otherwise just a hot, dry climate. But these rivers and the flooding do allow for a lot of rich soil and farming in that region. And if you look at this image, right here's Mesopotamia, but you also see the land of ancient Israel, Canaan, over in this region, and then you have Egypt down in here. And if you notice, it forms this crescent shape, like a crescent moon. You do have a bit of a crescent shape along here that causes this land to be known as the Fertile Crescent. And you have all of this land in a hot, dry climate, but with a lot of fertile soil and rain, which allows people to live here, creating some of these earliest civilizations that we'll talk about in world history. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button to check out some of the other videos. Thanks for watching.